Segoli Nadiolibus, Skanagoga, Skanago. Just said in Oneida. Greetings, what is the news? Are you with peace? I am with peace. It is truly an honor and a privilege to be with you all today. I absolutely love in this class, AIS 11905. Really appreciating all the responses throughout the semester. As we're getting closer to the end here, if you have not done a week semester, it's not too late. You can always still go back and do the material and do the response for that if you want to get credit for it. So not too late. I do encourage you. I want you all to be successful in this class and outside of it. So just want to highlight and bring attention to those who have already turned in your infographic. So well done. I bumped it to December 2nd for the due date. So if you haven't turned it in yet, no worries. You still got time. Be sure to do that. Again, a little bit more about the description here. It could be one slide. It could be 10 slides. It could be a 1-minute presentation is what we're looking for. Or it could be an infographic as well too. So it could just be just a collage. It could be could be a number of different things here, but you could do all text if you wanted to as well too. So it's just something that resonates with you, something that you're curious about. As I know researchers, it's all about your curiosity, what you're passionate about, what drives you to continue. Again, I would encourage you to align it with whatever your major is, what your career path is. That way it has some value or something you can use past this class or outside of this class as well too. And then just a reminder to make sure to watch at least 3 other people's infographics to check those out as well too. If you feel so inclined to leave feedback, then definitely do. Let your classmates know what you think. Review next week, and then the final is on the 17th right here. So that's just some bookkeeping things. If you have any questions, do feel free to email it to me, reach out to me. I do try to get back. I wanted to talk today about some graphic novels. So this is kind of your video for today. So we're looking over some graphic novels here. So let's start with some of the from like American Indian, Native American perspective, some of our First Nations, people in Canada is first as well too. This series is called A Girl Called Echo, volume 1 through 4, and it is truly amazing. Big fan of this one as well too. Talking about the power of music and representation as well too. Looking at kind of a modern and also historical. 7 Generations is another winner that looks at the current and how it's influenced by the past. Paying the land, looking at some of our neighbors, the First Nations in Canada. How do we pay the land with respect? Moonshot and volumes 1 through 3, phenomenal. All these anthology of different Native stories, Native authors, Native writers. Volume 3 is my favorite, and it's Indigenous futurism. So if you're familiar with Wakanda and Black Panther, this is an idea of Afrofuturism or African futurism, Indigenous futurism, Native futurism. You're looking at the past, and then where do we see ourselves with technology in the future, perhaps in space or different things. Trickster is a great one as well too, looking at different tricksters across Native American stories, a bunch of different ones. I Am Not a Number as well too, has the First Nations translation of the specific language, as well as an English translation of the Indian boarding schools. Shifting as well too, so some more here. We have Come Home Indio, a more serious one, kind of looking at the effects of alcohol and intergenerational trauma and recovery. Outside Circle, our First Nations friends in Canada, how we overcome that as well too. 500 Years of Resistance as well too, another one. Heavy read, but a good one as well too. Super Indian volume 1 and 2 as well too can come off as almost stereotypical or prejudiced, but if you dive deeper, it has some commentary as well too. Aragon Star. So big fan of these as well too. Then going along to Soldiers Unknown, looking at some of our First Nations people from California and their contributions to different wars. Firestarters. Res Detectives, I like this one a lot. Native Entrepreneurs, big fan of this one as well too. Kind of taking back that for Native peoples. Surviving the City, really beautiful idea, spiritual ones as well too. Volume 1 and 2, highly recommend these as well. And then also a residential school graphic novel, volume 1. We got more people, we got plenty more where that came from. We're just getting started. From the series Daredevil, it's looking at Echo, a new Disney Plus series coming out soon as well too. This one as well too, it's a new Captain America, Joe Gomez. This is the Jeffrey Varig variant cover, as well as some other ones. Oh, Joe Gomez is the name of this, Kickapoo Captain America. So some different examples. We're talking about representation in media. This one's called Marvel Voices Heritage, a bunch of different Native voices and peoples. Looking at, so we're going more into the superhero realm. So looking at sometimes good, bad, or ugly, or otherwise, what does it show of Native peoples over time and different things? This one is from Champions Annual #1. Suicide Squad. We got a bunch here, people. We got a bunch. This one's called Sacred Circles. One from the past, a not so positive one, Superboy and the Legion of the Superheroes as well too. Kind of looking at just how that has changed over time. People taking back the medium of themselves. Red Wolf was one as well too. New Mutants, but they have to some native character as well too. One that I've yet to read, but it's on the list, so I'm looking forward to getting into reading this one. Another one are Earth 1, Volume 1, and Volume 2 from, I believe this is the Teen Titans. Yep, that's right. So a couple of options there with the Teen Titans, some representation, and then you got the New Mutants, Phoenix Song Echo. So we got some more options here. Many other ethnicities as well too. So we'll keep on keeping on here as we're going through our list. We go into our one more here though for Native Americans. Redbone, really positive one, amazing story, true story of American rock band. Latinx superheroes, looking at some of the different representation of it, some including Santa, Jalisco, this one here, Miss Quinces, going along here to Tales from La Vida, another one here, Manuelito, Puerto Rico Strong is another one we have here, Onion Skin, looking at America, a new character as seen in the newest Doctor Strange film and their origins. This one's Tata Rambo, Voces Sin Fronteras, The Hazards of Love. Got some more here as well too. Hero Twins, Latino USA, a cartoon history. Just some examples here. This one's a Spit and Passion. So as we continue on here, so as we those are some of our Chicano, Latino, Latinx graphic novel representation. Continuing here, we have some African American representation and some graphic novels that I would highly recommend for you all. Include Malcolm X right here, Frank Big Black, and The Stand at Attica. Amazon's Abolitionists and Activists. This one here, Incognegro, Wake, which is talking about the hidden history of women in slave revolts, all these graphic novels. This is Run, which was predecessed before that by March as well. Black AF, America's Sweetheart, going to Black as well too. The 1619 Project, Born in the Water. Ebony Flowers is Hot Comb, As the Crow Flies. This one here called The Silence of Our Friends. This one's titled Your Black Friend. This one's A Girl Who Married a Skull and Other African Stories. Going here to, this one's called Monster, Dark Room, Strange Fruit, and here, The Black Panther Party. So when some I would recommend you all check out, if you're interested or curious about any of these, I would definitely recommend checking them out. And then for our Asian American history as well too, and culture, A Long Way Down. And looking at some of our Arab American friends as well too, and colleagues, A Game for Swallows here. Then going on, we have Badawi, Welcome to the New World. This is here talking about the some of our different people trying to come here as immigrants fleeing wartime things, such as the unwanted stories of the Syrian refugees as well too. Going here, this is a series, I believe it's a 5-part series, Arab of the Future, Volume 1 through 5. I think the 5th version is in French. This one, Stealing Home, talking about the Japanese internment camps. Dragon Hoops. Another one here about the internment camps called Displacement during that World War II. Another one, Gaijin, American Prisoner of War. Going to We Hereby Refuse, Japanese American Resistance to Wartime Incarceration. So we get the resistance as well too. Everything is Beautiful and I'm Not Afraid. Almost American Girl, about this South Korean American girl and her experience here in the United States. Some more here. American-born Chinese, phenomenal read. If you start it, I definitely encourage you to finish it because it ties it all together. Another one about the internment camps, They Called Us Enemy by George Takei from the original 1960s Star Trek run. Viet America, A Family Journey. Kampong Boy right here as well too. And it continues on with many more people, many more. We have Husama, the graphic novel. I Was There, American Dream, looking here at this Egyptian Filipino-American human being and their story. Banned Book Club. The Best We Could Do. Continuing on here. What it's called? The Art of Charlie Chan Hok Chai. Superman Smashes the Klan. Flying Couch, a graphic memoir. The Legend of Auntie Po, another one as well too. Some more include, we're not done just yet, people, we're not done just yet. The American Dream, A Journey on Route 66. The Magic Fish. Go here to Palimpest, Documents from a Korean Adoption. The Shadow Hero. This one right here as well too. And Sita's Ramayana, another one right here as well. And Messy Roots. And, Messy Roots right here. And then also Year of the Rabbit. So some of these about our different ethnicities, and one for self-care I'd highly recommend for you all. It's called Superhero Therapy. In our little reading rainbow moment here with Dr. Reed's reading library. And I would say superhero therapy, really important as we talk about different superheroes and how they have these monsters in their life, these villains, and these monsters look like fear, depression, anxiety, shame, different things. One example is a person gets in a car accident, and after they get in the car accident, the superhero, every time they enter the car, they see this giant monster, this fear monster in the car next to them, telling them that they're going to get another accident, it's going to be dangerous, they're going to get hurt. But how you overcome that is it talks about the superhero therapy is this idea of acknowledging it and saying, hey, that's okay, fear monster. You're just here to protect me because you don't want to see me hurt. But you know what? That's okay. I got this. And you keep, when you're being positive, you acknowledge it instead of running away from, as Jay-Z says, don't run from the pain, go towards it. You acknowledge what's going on there. And eventually you become such a friend with the fear monster until it's so small, you go to give it a hug, it eventually disappears. So I'd recommend this for you as well too. Superhero therapy. We're talking about being thankful. When I was in Oneida Nation last week for this National Day of Thanks, also known as Thanksgiving, and also Native American Heritage Day was for that, for another day for Thanksgiving. Think about what we're grateful for. One person in the book the whole time is like, I don't know what I'm grateful for. I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. Then finally at the end, his family comes together. He has them in their arms. He's like, this is what I'm thankful for. So hopefully you learned something. Hopefully there's a book in here that stood out to you. Reach out to me if you have any questions. A lot of these can be found online. Just want to say, Yawanko Ganalunkwa Nugiwa means thank you. I love you. Until next time. Invitation, not an obligation. Sit up nice and tall, taking the deepest breath of love you've had all day. Breathe in some love. Exhale some love. You are love. You are worthy of love. I appreciate you, you human being who is worthy of love. We're the dreamers of dreams. We're the makers of music. Looking forward to learning from the rest of you all for your infographic. In a couple weeks from now, looking forward to learning from you from your 2-minute oral presentation for the final and for the either written reflection or cover letter at the end. In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. In the words of the Truman Show. Peace out, y'all. Thank you.